The Ukrainian city of Odessa on the banks of the Black Sea was once a powerful port in the Soviet Union's Cold War with the West.
Номер 23, Irina, Odessa.
But today, these tourists, all Westerners and all men, get the warmest of welcomes.
If you want to find love, we are waiting for you.
Eastern European brides are the Ukraine's most famous export.
Hello, I am Anastasia. I look for the husband. I want husband, I don't know, maybe Europe man, maybe American man.
What about a Ukrainian man?
I don't like Ukrainian men.
The bride business is booming as men from all corners of the globe flock here in search of love.
Probably the most beautiful women you ever seen.
On package tours like this, they're offered a dazzling array of willing brides to choose from.
It's just amazing. Just look around, come on. What does she do for work?
I'm looking for a woman that's going to make me like stop dead in my tracks and just, it's got like a whole wow factor to it.
Owen Williams has come from Western Australia to give Cupid one more chance. And so far, he's not disappointed.
The calibre of the women over here is unreal.
Cheese.
Owen is 45 years old, divorced,
We'll be here in a minute.
and so far unlucky in love.
I had a relationship which didn't go too well for me at the start of the year, and that was just, it preempted me to think further abroad.
Owen works for Rio Tinto in the Pilbara, where dating opportunities are rare. On his 10-day bus tour of the Ukraine, he'll have the chance to meet hundreds of women, and this time, he knows what he wants.
What are you looking for?
Essentially, I'm looking for someone that's going to be my wife, mother of my children, the mistress of my life, lover, and the other woman.
Gee.
Just all in one woman, though.
There's a lot of boxes to tick there.
Oh, yes.
There's just beautiful girls and they're just lovely.
32-year-old Ryan Gibson from Perth has also hit some blind alleys on the road to true love. He's come to Eastern Europe hoping to turn back the clock a little.
I'm in the Ukraine looking for a girl that's sort of got some old-fashioned values. I just haven't found them in the circles that I've been working around in Australia.
What's wrong with the women at home?
Oh, different things. I've been cheated on, lied to, done different things to. Not just one time, but I mean, a couple of lessons have cost me a lot of money. And that's what I'm sort of looking for, a bit more honesty, integrity.
So it's fair to say you've been burned.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
But on tour in the Ukraine, men like Ryan and Owen have the upper hand. The rules of engagement are completely reversed, and suddenly it's the women who are doing the wooing.
Why Ukrainian women? Why Russian women?
They're strong, they're unique, they're beautiful, they've got great family values. It's just, yeah, it's not just one thing, it's like a whole thing put together.
It's like a kid in a candy shop. You know, it's rare that a man walks into a situation and he will have so much choice.
Larry Cervantes is a veteran of the local dating scene and is now a tour coordinator himself.
This seems to be the place where beautiful women just spawn naturally.
And local girls are literally lining up for the chance to snare themselves a love tourist.
There's no pretense at these gatherings. Everybody knows what they're there for. They're there to find somebody. They're there to find romance. They're there to hook up. They're there to find a mate.
The search usually starts online.
It was something that I actually looked at a long time ago and never really, I thought, oh, it'd be a good idea. And then it just come to the point to turn around saying, well, you know, time to bite the bullet and get out there and do it.
Dating agency websites cater exclusively for this market, listing thousands of Eastern European women wanting to be Western wives.
Where do you find all of these women?
There's a big industry here, there's a big cultural movement here where women are actively looking for men, for marriage, for romance from a very early age.
Which means for Owen and his bus full of eligible bachelors, the odds aren't bad. At this one function, they'll be presented with 300 potential brides.
Thank you.
Julia.
Julia from Odessa.
Yeah, Julia from Odessa.
And it looks like Owen has a couple of prospects already.
Maybe she can also write you her
email
address.
How do I understand what today is all about here?
Oh, today just ladies want to find their soulmate, and I think men came for the same reason.
What sort of a man are you looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for fairy tale.
Guys, I need 3 couples, 3 beautiful couples. And
It's not long before Owen takes on the role of Prince Charming.
You? Love it. You've got to stay out of the sun. That's just sensational. I like it.
And as the afternoon wore on, the ice was well and truly broken. While Owen let his dance moves do the talking, a team of interpreters were on hand to get over any language barriers. But there was little they could do about the very obvious age gaps. It was literally on for young and old.
These young women dancing with men old enough to be their fathers. Can we genuinely believe that they're interested in them?
One of the questions I ask is, what kind of man are you looking for? And the response is, I'm looking for a man like my daddy.
I can understand them searching for a strong man, but doesn't it look like they end up dancing with dirty old men?
Well, you can put it in a lot of different ways.
I'd really like to find a wife. You know, I'm much older than average, but I try to stay in shape.
Surely there's many fine ladies back in New Jersey that would love to fall in love with you.
Well, that's really not my problem. Most of the women I run into love to fall in love with my paycheck rather than me. I mean,
Does age worry you at all? Because there does seem to be some very big age differences here. The girls are very young.
Yeah, it does worry me, but here it doesn't seem to worry them.
Not surprisingly, this sort of tourism has its critics in the Ukraine. And they're not just vocal, they're highly visible.
Yes, we are beautiful, we are sexy, we are wearing erotic clothes and something like that, but I don't want to be a meat for someone.
Inna Shevchenko and her group Femin fight for Ukrainian women's rights by protesting nude. And, as I was to discover, giving extremely revealing interviews.
What do you think of these men that come on these tours?
I hate this man because they are not people, they are like animals who are coming to have sex and nothing more.
But the men on these tours, they say they're looking for love.
Yes, they promise to our girls that yes, I will marry you and I love you, but this is for 2 or 3 days, for a weekend. Ukrainian girl, they want to marry with a foreigner and to leave the country because this is the one chance for them to change a situation.
But Ryan Gibson says his intentions are nothing but honourable.
Are you searching for a wife?
Yeah.
So one of these girls you will marry?
Definitely, there's going to be a life commitment here.
Hi, I'm Ryan, how are you?
Miss Anna, Miss Ryan.
Anna?
He's chosen one of the more discreet package tours, which arranges 20 one-on-one dates with women he nominated online.
Would you be scared of going to Australia?
I think it's not scary, but I need to be sure in my partner.
Yeah.
It's a bit like speed dating, with cultural complications thrown in.
a little bit of English, don't you?
А где-то вас? Немножечко.
Mum tonight, my dad's at work.
But one lady is so keen, she's invited Ryan home to meet Mum. And we're all welcome.
Hi.
Добрый день.
How are you?
Очень приятно. Татьяна.
Irina is clearly smitten, and despite a power blackout, her mum, Tatiana, is doing her best to set the mood. After the serenading comes the family photo album.
Делают альбомы
Very
для
proud of your
школ.
daughter.
Для школ.
Вы очень гордитесь вашей дочкой.
Но нет,
This is your
знаете,
date.
как
Can you come in and please
правильно?
find out about Irina? I'll substitute. You come in. You hold the album. Yeah, let me help you out.
And finally, we sit down to a meal where Ryan wants for nothing.
How's this? Mum's laid on the big spread for you. Irina's now feeding you.
I know.
Feeling a bit happy, Ryan?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, yeah. It's great.
Это перец.
Ryan speaks no Russian and Irina no English. But down behind the veggie patch, they're finding no need for our translator Luda.
Is this the language of love that we're seeing, perhaps?
Yes, possibly yes. Language love.
It's nice to see.
Yes, me too.
You're out of a job, though.
Possibly.
She's gorgeous. I would actually call her a small pack of dynamite. She's got a lot of fire in her. Very strong lady. She come from a military background, which you wouldn't pick for how she looks like and how she is in personality. So, but strong lady.
Perhaps the seeds of a blossoming romance have been sown. But for now, Ryan must return home to Perth and will stay in touch online.
Everybody in Australia will think that I'm your girlfriend.
As for Owen and his Irina, they've decided to stay friends and leave it at that.
We will see each other later.
Both men will come back, now more convinced than ever that this is where they'll find their soulmate.
So if you find the right woman here, you're prepared to get down on one knee and ask her to marry you?
I definitely am. Everyone wants to share their life with someone. They want to be happy, looked after, made to feel special. I'm like everyone in that respect. That's what I want in my life, and that's what I want to do for someone as well.
Hello, I'm Allison Langdon. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.